Then I can't want to do it on the woman. What's not say I never bound. Now I catch it on the
Hello guys, before I get into this video, I want to preface by saying that this video is just purely for educational purpose, to create awareness about the evils happening in our society. And this crime story today is a very shocking one. It's a one of disbelief, because you cannot believe a son will kill his mother, not only kill his mother but also kill his sister, because his sister and his mother prevented him not to beat his younger brother, so he decided to kill them. Let us get into this crime story. This 28-year-old boy by name Somadina Orji killed his younger sister by name Okaamaka Orji. As if that was not enough, 2 weeks later he killed his mother, Charity Orji, and buried both of their dead bodies in the backyard of their compound. And the news report says he didn't kill them because he wanted to use them for ritual, but instead he was under the influence of hard drugs like marijuana, cocaine or crack. And due to the mental instability which these hard drugs cause, that led him to kill his mother and his sister. This all happened on the 4th of December 2023 in Umuagu Inyi village in Enugu state of Nigeria. And if you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment and share, and please subscribe so that we can get up to 1,000 subscriptions. And do not forget to like, by that this video can go viral. And also do not forget to share with your family members and friends to create awareness about this true crime story. Now guys, without further ado, let us get into this true crime story. Somadina Orji is a 28-year-old guy who lives in Umuagu Inyi village in Enugu state of Nigeria. He lives with his mother, his sister and a younger brother, and his father is of late. And ever since their father died, their mother has been working so hard to provide for him, his younger sister and his brother. He was always a problematic son of his mother because he was into hard drugs. He always takes marijuana, crack, cocaine, which caused him to be mentally unstable. At times he will quarrel with his mother, and sometimes he will hit his mother. And if his mother tried to stop him or warn him not to do something, he gets so pissed off and always wants to beat his mother. His mother sometimes will call village elders to come and talk to him, and they will talk to him to stop taking hard drugs, but he wouldn't listen. He will keep on taking these hard drugs. And the person who is always on the receiving end of a violent person taking hard drugs is his mother. So there was a time he had a dispute with his mother and he wanted to hit his mother, and his sister came over and prevented him not to hit his mother by hitting him with an object, and this got him angry. He simply stopped not to hit his mother and he just withdrew silently. So he waited for his sister to go out, and when his sister went out, coming back at night, he killed his sister on the road, then buried his sister's dead corpse at the backyard of their compound without his mother knowing. So for the past 2 weeks prior to him killing his mother, they've been looking for his sister, who went out at night and did not come back, simply because his sister prevented him not to hit his mother. And he killed his sister due to the influence of those hard drugs of marijuana, crack or cocaine. Now there is no excuse for you to kill your sister. There is no excuse. Whether you're under the influence of hard drugs, you have no right to take another person's life. Let me just say that. Let us continue. Now on the 3rd of December 2023, him and his younger brother had an issue. He promised his younger brother that he will not only beat him, but he's going to kill him. And his mother came in between them to stop him not to beat his younger brother, and called the elders that he wanted him out of her husband's house, because Somadina has been a thorn in her flesh ever since his father died. So the elders of the village came over to their place and told Somadina that since as your mother don't want you in her house because of your history of violence towards her and your sibling, we want you out of the house. So they packed Somadina's things and kicked him out of his father's house because of his violent ways. This got him so angry and pissed off. He went over and started living with his friends. Then he came back the following day around 9 a.m. in the morning when his younger brother has left for school. Like, their neighbors have gone to their various job sites. Those who don't have jobs have gone to their subsistence farmland to farm. So his mother was the only one in the kitchen preparing fufu, because she sells fufu for a living to provide for her children financially, since she is a widow. So Somadina came around 9 a.m. in the morning, attacked his mother for kicking him out of his father's house. And before he came, it was believed by the news report that he had smoked a lot of marijuana and he was not on his right senses. He attacked his mother from her back, grabbed her by her neck and strangled her to death. Then proceeded to take her dead body to the backyard of their house, dug a hole, buried his mother, who carried him for 9 months and gave birth to him. He buried his mother in that hole. And in that same pit where he dug, he had buried his sister, whom he killed, which everyone believed she's gone missing. He buried both of them. Guys, these are the pictures. This is crazy. So after burying his mother in the same burial ground where he buried his sister whom he killed, he fled the crime scene. Now, his younger brother came back from school around 2 p.m. in the afternoon and could not find their mother in the house. And the kitchen was so in disarray. The pots weren't washed and there was fufu on fire. And his mother's slippers was in the kitchen. And her wrapper, which she wore, was still on the kitchen. And her headscarf, which she tied before her son killed her, was in the kitchen. So his younger brother immediately raised an alarm to the neighbors. So immediately the neighbors reported the matter to the elders of the village. Now the elders in the village just went further directly and arrested somadina because they were thinking somadina had kidnapped his mother, because he was so angry that his mother had kicked him out of, his father's house. But they did not know that somadina had already killed his mother and buried his mother where he had buried his sister, whom all the community members knew she went missing, of which she wasn't missing. He was the one who killed his sister and buried his sister at the backyard of their house. So they immediately arrested somadina, telling him that he should tell them immediately where he had kept his mother, because they know he is the one who has kidnapped his mother. After hard pressure and questioning, he revealed that he killed his mother and buried his mother in the backyard of their compound. Now guys, this is the video like I showed you in the beginning of this video. This is the video of him unearthing his mother and his younger sister's dead body, which he buried. Guys, this is crazy. Hit me down at the comment section and give me your thoughts on this, because this is crazy. The Bible says love all but trust none. God is not a fool to say that, because there are most mothers nowadays who would trust their children that their kids cannot lay hands on them, not to even talk of killing them, burying their dead bodies in the backyard of their house. I just want to highlight on the fact that drugs and hard drugs should be banned totally in our society. I know it's banned totally in Nigeria. It's banned throughout African countries, except in South Africa where marijuana is legal. I know these drugs are banned, but it's been taken illegally. I just want to advise any young guy who is into taking hard drugs like tramadol, all of these, please desist from taking these drugs, because they can affect your mental state up to the extent you can do some things which you don't believe you can do, like killing your parents. I believe this guy, in his normal sense, he will never want to kill his mother. This is the influence or the impact of the influence of drugs that had caused him to kill his mother and his sister. But there is no excuse. There is no excuse for killing someone. There is absolutely no excuse except in self-defense under the law. But there is absolutely no excuse for a guy to kill his mother simply because his mother prevented him not to hit his younger brother. He killed his mother under the influence of drugs. He's still responsible, because if he didn't take those drugs, he wouldn't have killed his mother. If he didn't take those drugs, he wouldn't have got angry that his sister prevented him not to hit his mother, and he decided to kill his sister. His sister prevented him not to hit his mother. So all of this, he's the cost. The drugs was the freak that caused the frack, which killed his mother and his sister. So he's the cause of the killing of his mother and his sister, and he should be given life imprisonment. Life imprisonment, not the death penalty, because it was not in his full volition, to kill his parents. It was under the influence of drugs. But however, he ended up killing his parents. So he should be given life imprisonment. Such a person should not be released to the society. Such a person should be kept imprisoned in the society to set an example to young guys who move around, under the influence of tramadol, cocaine, marijuana, or any other hard drugs, and caused violent situations like this.